Herzlich willkommen hier aus Köln. Welcome to Gamescom.
For the first time, Xbox Game Studios, Activision, Blizzard, and Bethesda are coming together here in Cologne to bring you what you want. More new games.
And we've got our work cut out for us this week as we showcase the more than 50 titles on display and the many ways to play that makes Xbox the best place for gaming.
And to do all that, we've assembled an international squad because with this many titles, we need reinforcements.
That's right, Lena. You need a crack team of gamers willing to play and properly fan out over the latest titles. It's a tough job, but somebody has to do it.
So get yourself ready for some interviews, live gameplay, and some big announcements across Xbox consoles, PC, and cloud, plus all the latest titles from Game Pass and PC Game Pass.
You know, in fact, Henry, we've already seen the brand new game mode reveal for Forza Horizon 5, Hide and Seek, at the top of the show. And remember, that launches on September 10th on Forza Horizon 5.
But first, it's over to Charlie.
To help kick off our show, we've got some very familiar faces here with us. It's Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer. Thank you so much for joining us today. First question, how does it feel to be here at Xbox's Gamescom presence?
It is so much energy here. It's been fantastic to see the fans, to be part of Opening Night Live last night, and to see their reaction. This booth, and I have no idea why we're calling it a booth, because it's not a booth. It's an entire wonderland.
It really is. It's an underestimation calling it a booth, right?
With experiences, with games that you can play, things you can see, incredible photo opportunities is fantastic. So to see folks pouring in and experiencing it, and it reminds you of what makes this industry special, which is all about celebrating games, the joy they bring, and the people who make them.
It's, for us, our first Gamescom with Activision, Blizzard, Bethesda, Xbox all here together. So there's definitely something special. All the teams have gotten together, and I think there's just such great representation. I'll also say the industry has gone through a lot of transition with our shows, and seeing Gamescom as strong as ever with fans, consumers coming in, all the creators that are here, strength across Europe. Like, we need more of this in the industry. I'm glad we're here supporting. And it's just awesome to see how the gamers show up to support this show.
Bigger and better every year. We love to see it. Before we come to the booth, though, I actually want to talk. I saw you both were at Opening Night Live yesterday, and there were some pretty amazing reveals and news in there. So what was it like? I couldn't get a ticket, unfortunately, but what was it like to be in the room with that live reaction?
There's nothing better than being in the room with the live reaction and to just see people marvel at the things that are being made. All the work being showcased, and folks put so much work into bringing that forward. I'd say for me, it was really cool to see Game Pass titles in the show. I think we had over a dozen titles that are coming to Game Pass in the show. We just have a fantastic, fantastic lineup. But I was especially excited to announce that Genshin Impact is coming to Xbox.
Oh, yeah, that's my one. That's
There's some pretty cool Game Pass rewards that are going to be part of that.
Nice.
There's going to be full cross progression, and it's also going to be on cloud. So that one was a real highlight for me, because I know so many fans are excited to enjoy that on the Xbox.
I love when creators are making new things, and you have to be really brave to come to a show, maybe before you're done, show your game, get the feedback. Teams that are creating new games. I thought the diversity of games at the show was awesome.
Oh, absolutely,
From big, huge games to smaller games, things we've heard of, seen, things we hadn't heard of. I also have to say Genshin, we got to meet with the MiHoYo team earlier in the day, and they had such excitement for their announcement, and it was nice to be able to support that.
Oh, fantastic. And obviously we can't talk about Opening Night Live. We saw some amazing new stuff from Indiana Jones and the Great Circle as well as that exciting release date. We also saw the news about PlayStation as well, which is really cool. I'm really interested in that. So I want to know how this connects back to Xbox's perspective on how and when this approach happens to other titles.
I mean, I'll start just saying Machine Games is doing such a nice job with that game. I thought it showed really well. And that's the most important thing, is quality of the games, teams that are getting support that can go build the game. And it was just nice. The long gameplay segment that they had, I thought was fantastic. Going to the PlayStation announcement, obviously last spring, we launched 4 games, 2 of them on the Switch, 4 of them on PlayStation, and we said we're going to learn. We said we'd watch. I think at Showcase, I might have said, from our learning, we're going to do more. What I see when I look is our franchises are getting stronger. our Xbox console players are as high this year as they've ever been.
Amazing.
So I look at it and I say, okay, our player numbers are going up for the console platform. Our franchises are as strong as they've ever been. And we run a business. Like, it's definitely true inside of Microsoft. The bar is high for us in terms of the delivery that we have to give back to the company, because we get a level of support from the company that's just amazing in what we're able to go do. So I look at this, how can we make our games as strong as possible? Our platform continues to grow, both on console, on PC, and on cloud. And I think it's just going to be a strategy that works for us. And the last thing I'll probably say is I think as an industry right now, there's a lot of pressure on the industry. It's been growing for a long time, and now people are looking for ways to grow. And I think that us as fans, as players of games, we just have to anticipate there's going to be more change in how some of the traditional ways that games were built and distributed. That's going to change. That's going to change for all of us. But the end result has to be better games that more people can play. If we're not focused on that, I think we're focused on the wrong things. So for us as Xbox, health of Xbox, health of our platform, and our growing games, most important things.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Lovely. Now back to the booth. I saw you both walking around earlier before you joined me up here, sneaking some pictures with devs at Frontier, Sega, and GSC Game World. So I want to know, Sarah, specifically what it's like to be working with our partners here in Europe, and what kind of evolution we can see from these partners in the future.
The partnership we have with here in Europe is fantastic. We have over 2,000 partners in EMEA actively building games.
That's a lot of emails.
I know, it is a lot of emails for Xbox, PC, and console and cloud today. We've got over 20 of them here with us, here in the booth. And it's just been great to walk around, to see what they're doing. 2 Point Museum for Sega Europe. We've got the Stalker 2 team, GSC Game World, back with us, supporting them over the last couple of years has been a real highlight. So to get to be able to play their game again here is fantastic. We just walked over and checked out Winterboro, which is a very, very special.
Oh, they look so cute. I'm very excited for that one.
And so it's great to be able to grow here with the partners that we have in Europe.
Amazing. And it also comes, as well as the amazing support you've got for local devs, is there's such a huge player base here in Europe as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what kind of special stuff are you seeing from us over here?
I mean, Europe's always been really important to Xbox. It used to be we treated this almost solely as a PC show. Well, I'm old enough that I remember we used to kind of take E3 and just show it again. Like, this was back when we didn't really treat Gamescom with the respect that it deserves. Then we were focused more on PC. Now what we find here is putting our games on PC, on console, really matches to the diverse player base we see in Europe. Like, some of the strongest franchises on PC are from here. You have great console support. So the most important thing for us is to show local support for creators, to put games in the hands of people. One thing that's great about Gamescom is you can come and you can play the games. You can feel what it's like to play Stalker or Vessel of Hatred from Diablo. Like, you get your chance here. And I think that's something special about this show, and it's so accessible to so much of Europe. I just love that we support it the way we do.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the sheer scale that it demands, as well as you were saying earlier, Sarah, absolutely.
With our little city here.
Yeah, the little city that we're building. We're the mayors. So I want to speak a little bit more on hardware, as we've gone over it a couple of times here. Since I've not spoken to you since the showcase at all, which is criminal in and of itself, but we saw the 3 new options for the Xbox Series X and S. So I was wondering if there's a little bit more information we can share about that.
Well, pre-orders are starting today.
Yes, Sarah.
All right,
yeah,
get yours in. We're launching on October 15th in select markets. And we also have some very cool accessibility options, which we're going to be talking more about later today. And for holiday and the rest of this year, some very cool console wraps that you can get to adorn your console as you may choose.
Christmas list sorted then. Thank you very much, Sarah. Okay, console options done. We're going to hear they'll be coming just in time for Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which is amazing. Cannot wait for that.
Looked so good last night in the show.
Yeah, oh my goodness me, it was just
the campaign
silence.
from Raven, I thought was just awesome.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. Talking of games, I do want to know though, what are you going to be playing? Is there anything you've got your eye on? Last year we spoke about Brotato, and I wanted to give you an update, and everyone at home, that I have now 100%ed Little Kitty Big City, and it is quite possibly the greatest game of all time. But yeah, is there anything on your backlog that you need to catch up on, or anything coming up soon you want to dive into?
Well, the Game Pass lineup is making the backlog extraordinarily long.
Unforgivable.
And it's getting even better this year, both on console and PCs. We've got Aura coming. We have Age of Mythology, Flight Sim 2024, which looks incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Black Ops 6, of course. Indiana Jones, Stalker 2. Like, it's all like, what, every month there's something pretty amazing.
It's a lot of games.
There's a lot of games. We like games around here. But I would say, from a personal perspective, super excited for Diablo 4, especially because my father is probably the biggest Diablo fan. So Vessel of Hatred and that coming up. Yeah, the fact that Vessel of Hatred is coming up is pretty big in their world. And then I am excited to play Genshin Impact on Xbox, and particularly to check it out over the cloud.
Yeah, very good. We'll have to duo for that one. That sounds grand. Yeah. Love it. Perfect. Phil, anything for you?
Well, P3 on Xbox Live, people can see what I'm playing. A lot of Diablo 4 right now. My rapid fire rogue is L100, all my glyphs to 21. Yeah. Having a good time with that. I mean, I just love the game, playing with my friends. Path of the Goddess, Kinesugami, like our partners at Capcom doing new IP. It was awesome to be able to partner with them. It's something in Game Pass. As they're investing in new, like, we can actually come in with some financial funding to help support them investing in. And I just love the color palette, the boss design, just a really, really fun game. Some old school kind of tower defense mechanics. I love that. One of the things I get to do every month is I go through the ID selects with the team and we vote internally on games from different ID developers. Daydreams is a game I'm really liking. Little boy and his toy teddy bear, and kind of a single player type co-op game. It's fun. I think a couple months ago, High Water was a game that's really good. Like, I love when I get a list of games from creators and teams I haven't seen before and get to dive in. I think there's like 15 of them. I play them, and my vote's just like anybody else's vote in terms of where they rank. But that's fun. A lot of great games, a lot of kind of new things and things that have been around for a while. Oh, and I'm here, so I'm not doing it. My buggy in Starfield, I'm looking forward. I've been asking for Todd for vehicles. Come on, Todd, I want vehicles in this game. I'm tired of walking around this planet. And I thought the trailer for that looked really good last night, so I can't wait to drive around planets in Starfield.
Wonderful. And talking of driving, I'm personally, if anyone's wondering, super excited. Forza Horizon 5 is over there.
Yeah.
It's the game I cannot put down. Absolutely adore it. So if they've got something new cooking, I desperately need to see
new gameplay mode.
Yeah. So excited. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for the chat. Please enjoy getting your hands on our lovely city we've got here. But I'm going to speak to these guys here, because if, like me, you've been eyeing up those new consoles, then buckle up, because we want to help you win one. Now, over to Bex.